Have you been looking for a way to practice your presentation skills? A tool that'll give you real-time feedback? So I've been using the Rehearse with Coach tool to practice for my recent conference presentations. It's a great one for you to use with your students as well. It allows them the opportunity to practice in their own time, and they get feedback about their pitch, their intonation, the flow and pace of their speaking, as well as how to work out all those ums. So let's take a look at the Rehearse with Coach tool inside PowerPoint. Once you've created your PowerPoint presentation, you go to the Slideshow tab, and in there you will see the Rehearse with Coach icon. By clicking on this icon, it opens up your presentation in normal presentation mode, and at the bottom right-hand corner there's a little square that tells you to start rehearsing, but it also has a tick box for show real-time feedback. So I tend to untick this, otherwise it interrupts you while you're practicing by saying, good job, and things like that. So I tend to untick it, and then you just click on start rehearsing in order for it to be recording or listening to your presentation. So I'm going to start rehearsing, but I'm going to make a few mistakes along the way, just to see what the app does. 13 years and 4 fours of blended learning, a decade before, during, and almost post-pandemic by Paula Barnard-Ashton. Okay, so the introduction. So most stories about blended learning in health professions, education, start with anxious tales. Wait a minute. Most stories about blended learning in health professions, education, start with anxious tales of emergency remote teaching during the early lockdowns of COVID. So while these stories offer crucial lessons to help, it'll help us change our teaching practice. Okay, so now to stop the rehearsal, I simply press on the little microphone icon, and it'll say it's paused, so you could just carry on if you wanted to, but I'm going to now end the show so that we can see the feedback from that part of the presentation. It pops up with a pop-up screen that tells me that I spent 1 minute and 11 seconds rehearsing 2 slides. The pace of my presentation was just right, which is interesting because I thought I was a bit slow at 120 words per minute. It tells me that my pitch and tone varied quite a lot. It gives you a little graph. In terms of filters, it tells me I used the word quite a lot. It was happy with the repetitive language, and it was happy with the inclusiveness of the language that I used, so most people would be able to understand it, as well as it being relatively original content. So it gives you an opportunity to then also rehearse again. So this is something that the students can then use to practice, improve, and they will see that their statistics will shift as they rehearse and get better and better. So that was the Rehearse with Coach tool inside PowerPoint. We hope you enjoy using it. It's really helped me. And next week, we'll be bringing you another app.